Dobrý den, já vás vítám u dalšího videa a podcastu ze série rozhovorů s různými lidmi v angličtině, abyste se mohli pořád zlepšovat, abyste pořád mohli pracovat na své angličtině, ale zase to nejsou nějaká složitá angličtina, takže doufám, že to pro vás bude přínosné. Dneska jsem pozvala do studia Jardu Jarouše Haltmara, který je zakladatel aplikace LOXPER, což je výborná aplikace, pokud rádi cestujete, obzvlášť po České republice a poznáváte nová místa, tak můžete využít tuhle aplikaci. Můžete vlastně dělat takový výlet po místě nějakém a tam dělat úkoly. A ještě na konci videa budete mít možnost zúčastnit se soutěže, takže neváhejte a vydržte až do konce. Takže já vítám Jardu, ahoj.
Hello, Markéta.
So
we switch to English from the start?
Yes, I just introduced it in Czech and then...
Yes, thank you for the introduction. And I would like to say that I'm not in the studio with you. I'm in Brno. So
hello to Brno.
Everybody from Brno. Markéta is in San Francisco.
Yes.
As I see. And this is one of the places which is not covered by our application. Right now, you can find us mostly in Czech Republic. We have something also in Austria and Germany and Poland, but in San Francisco, not yet.
Yeah, so maybe one day. So can you very shortly tell us what LOXPER is in 2 to 3 sentences?
Yes, LOXPER is application which works for you as a tourist guide and as an entertainment on your trips, on your visits to the different places. And it has functions to educate, to guide you, and to entertain you. That's it.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
All the project LOXPER is all about community. It's not about a business. It was always, and it is always based on community basis. And we have different types of contributors, like people who are doing the content, also people who are working on technology, on graphics, and everything around this project. So I see it as a hub which is connecting the local people, the people from some communities, from some locality, who has the knowledge of the place, and they want to transfer this knowledge to the visitors and to the other local people. So, and from the beginning, the connection between people and between community is the strongest point of this project.
And is it really working? Are actually like all sorts of people contributing to?
We started from the scratch and building it like brick to brick. So, so right now, we have something about 100 places covered by our guide, by the application, with 100 stories and something about 600 points of interest. And we have right now in the community 30 plus people who are contributing. Some of them built only one guide, some of them build more. So
Jarda, maybe we can start from the very beginning, and you can tell us what is LOXPER. What is it? You know, I've never heard of it. How would you introduce it to someone like me?
Well, from the user standpoint of view, it's a tourist guide which shows interesting places, tell nice stories about these places, and the base of this is entertainment and guiding of people who want to visit some places. Technologically, it's an application for the mobile phone, so you can download this application from App Store or from Google Play, and you can freely use it on the different places. Started in 2021, so this season 2023 will be our third main tourist season, so we are looking forward. In the springtime, we work really hard to put more content in the application, the new features and new fun stuff like augmented reality and audio guides. So we have a lot of new stuff inside, and I'm hoping that our user base will be growing very quickly this year because we also have a lot of new connections with the tourist authorities and tourist organizations in Czech Republic.
Okay.
So
So the people who are watching this podcast or this video, so they can join in, they can either become a member of the community or they can just be users of the app.
Yes.
We saw this morning that you had something from the Prague Castle, some update that now, so let's imagine I arrive at the Prague Castle and I want to use your app. How is it going to work? Just imagine I'm a total beginner.
I know that you are a little bit lame with technology, so I will try to explain it
a bit.
So we have this guide based on some road, on collection of points which we want to show to the people. So you can choose this road in the application. It's called Prague Castle, and we have two different types there because Prague Castle is quite big. It's the biggest castle complex in the world. So you can choose if you want to start from the east side or from the west side. The road will guide you through this castle, and at the points of the interest, like there are a lot of nice stuff, but we try to choose the main, which should be, let's say, the must-seen places from the Prague Castle. There is a lot of information in the application, so it will let's say stop you or guide you to this place and said this is the cathedral and tell you information on this building about the interesting facts. And also we have the game part of this application, so there is some quiz or some puzzle, and you can, let's say, have fun on place to try to solve this puzzle. If you make it, you go to the other point, the app will guide you to the other point. If not, you can skip it and also continue. Usually it's like 1 or 1.5 hour of this experience.
On foot.
Yes. Mostly it's on foot. We have also some bike trips, but 90% of the content of the application is on foot.
Okay, yeah.
Let's say the first idea was we would try to push people to move and to know the surroundings and the interesting stories.
I actually must say I tried it once when I was traveling to Třeboň. And I really enjoyed it. And some of the game parts were not that easy. And we didn't get everything right. So it's really stimulating. It's really interesting. It's not something simple, something basic, but a little bit unusual.
Yeah, thinking about this, how to tune it right level of entertainment and also not to be so stupid, simple, easy. So this is something we are still working on, and we are planning different types of quizzes and the tasks. So there should be the more content in the future, and let's say also we plan to use augmented reality for this entertainment part.
As you said, I'm very lame at technology. What is augmented reality?
Augmented reality, this is the technology which is something which you can use technology to add something to the real world. For this, you can use different types of technology. We are using mobile phones, and all the mobile application will switch on the camera for you, and you can add something you can add to the reality. Usually, we are using the different models of the buildings which are already destroyed, or we can use some items which are connected to the places, statues. We also are using some animals. So it's different. It's a collection of very different things, but the task is to really add something to the real world, what is not there and what is connected to the place.
So if I imagine it correctly, for example, there is a ruin of a castle, and then I would point the phone at the ruin and I would see what it looked like originally.
Yeah, this is one use case of this technology. This one is quite complex because you have to put something exactly on the place, quite complex use case, but you can use something also some more simple stuff.
So like with the animals, there would be like some bees flying around, or a rhino walking past, or
yes, it's typical. In the zoo you cannot go to have picture with tiger, because usually people who are taking pictures with tiger, they're really dying, so there is a cage for because of this. In our application you can take the picture with tiger who is sitting next to you.
Perfect. So that's very interesting.
So for the kids, it's entertaining things to, let's say, add a new layer and new experience to your trip or to your walk.
One more question. Is it quite suitable for children? And in case it is, what age group is it for?
As I'm also a parent, I know that they are really in the cell phones, for them it's like natural things to use. So we are thinking about the cases how to use it for the good purpose, not just to catch some Pokemons, but also for some kind of small education, and really to have fun on such a boring things like trips to some castle.
So you're basically looking into the future with LOXPER.
Yes, exactly. That's the point.
I like the idea that for the children or for the future, you're actually thinking of something meaningful, something that will connect, tourism, history, and it will educate people, but at the same time, it will be fun. So I really like that.
Yeah, thank you. This was very nicely put together, all our ideas.
So you said you already have some roots in Austria, where?
Yes, we started last year with the project. It was cross-border cooperation between authorities in South Bohemia and Austria. So we started in a few places in the border area, and I have to say that the upper Austria and the Mühlviertel, as they call it, the part of the Austria which is close to Czech borders, to South Bohemia, really nice. So I traveled there, and it's really nice place. So I can recommend for all the watchers and listeners of your channel or your podcast, I can recommend to visit this part of Austria. It's really nice. It's close to Thaya River, which is going, or Die, which is going to Czech for a few kilometers. But in Austria, it's much longer, and the countryside is really nice. We also have the new content in Vienna. It was done by one student. She's studying there. She's from Czech, but she's studying in Vienna. She loves the city, so she recommended all the nice places connected with the history, with the Habsburg dynasty, and with all the famous faces like Franz Joseph and Maria Theresia and Sissi, and all the famous guys.
Everyone that we learn at school about becomes real.
Yeah. But you can connect it with really places they were living in, and also with all the monuments they are there. So you can put all the story together. Because when I mentioned the Prague castle and the guide, I didn't mention one important thing. We are also telling the stories of the people who were living there and who were responsible for the growing of the Prague castle, like different kings and their families. This is something which is also in the application. So you will know the how to say it, the stories from the past, the interesting gossips from the past.
Gossip, That's what I remember when I did a Brno route as well. It was very interesting about the architects and about who lived in the houses and what happened to these people. And it's like really, it's not like school history, but it's really those little things that make it much more interesting. So
this is what are we trying to really take the pieces of information and put together in the story, and also we are trying to to take the interesting points from the history, not just the only dates. Be comfortable.
That's actually, I also remember when, you know, especially in the like large cities, but I'm sure it's only in the other routes, that you also have like recommendations for good restaurants.
Yes. Yes,
you know,
yes,
all
yes.
these practical or like little museums or taking detours, you know, in case you want to learn more, there is something around the corner. So that's, I find that very useful as a person who, you know, doesn't want to do too much research beforehand. So I find that very useful because I know what you make, what you do will be what I want. It's really giving me the kind of thing that I'm looking for. As you said, it doesn't give me any stupid things. It doesn't offer me any fast food places, but something really exactly what I'm looking for. So
yeah, exactly. What they these recommendations are also done by the local guides. So let's say we are right now count on them that they are choosing the best they can provide, and we want to expand really this and put some more artificial intelligence in this, so it can really, let's say, follow what you like and then recommend you the similar stuff in the other places. I know it sounds a little bit scary, but we are really working not with the personal data, with the but we are trying to work with the algorithm and with the big data from our database. So it will not follow you as a marketer, but it will follow, let's say, the group of people and working with anonymized.
Good. So is there anything else you would like to add and tell us something else about LOXPER?
Well, what I want to recommend for all the listeners and viewers, just to try it. That's the only recommendation I can have, because there is a free ticket, so you can use it for free. There is a lot of content also for free. Some of them is paid, but it is really not expensive, you know, for such a type of content and games. You are paying 50 crowns for one, so it's like price of coffee, and it used to be. Right now the coffee is more expensive.
Yeah, definitely.
So we didn't raise our prices during last 2 years, and we will not do it.
I would definitely recommend it to our viewer because, as we said, it's something a little unusual, very interesting. And, you know, when you come to many places in the Czech Republic, LOXPER is there, so you can do a route. It's not too long, you know, 2-3 kilometers on foot, you know, very but it will stop you. You will have to think on the way, and it is very challenging, but just enough. So I can really recommend it. And that brings me to my next point. And we have a competition that for our viewers that we would like to ask you guys. There is a form under this video, and if you fill in a place where you would like a new LOXPER route, you let us know where you can write what place would be interesting for you to find this app, and we will, after 2 weeks, I'm going to make a draw, and the person who will be randomly drawn from these questionnaires will get, Jarda will tell you what this person will get.
Yeah, you can also have our application or the paid content as a subscription, and the lucky winner will get the subscription for 6 months for free.
Perfect.
So you can use all the content, everything, the free and paid content, everything in 6 months for free.
Perfect. So,
and this is something I want to point out, that we are still looking for the new places, because there are thousands of really nice places in Czech Republic, and also thousands of places all around in countries around us. So we are looking also for cooperation. If somebody wants to cooperate with us and build some content, create some guide in their location, we are really open to cooperate with anybody. Just need to have some ideas, write some text, and take some pictures, some photos, and that's it. We will do everything else for you.
Great.
What I didn't mention yet, that the people from the community, they are also contributing on our revenue, or how to say it, on our yes, for income, yes,
on
exactly.
The money, so they get a part of a small share of the income.
Yes.
So there is some motivation. It's not for free.
Yes.
It's not volunteer work.
Yes. You can have some small share on our profit. That's the correct wording.
Perfect. So it was very interesting to chat to you. So anyone who wants to get involved, you can contact Jarda.
You can find all the information on our website in www.loxper.com or .cz.
So anyone who would like to contribute to LOXPER, you're very welcome to do that. And also don't forget to fill in the questionnaire about where you would like to see a new LOXPER route, and you have the chance to win half a year subscription of LOXPER. So thank you, Jarda, for the interview.
You're welcome.
It was very interesting talking to you, and maybe next year again we can see what
looking forward to see you in our application on other roads and trips. Mám to na jazyku to slovo.
Tip of your tongue.
Normálně prostě mám teďka úplně výpadek. Zpětnou vazbu.
Feedback.
No, ty vole. Okay.
Great.